So then from there, you just started doing normal jobs, right? You just started working. You were in a pizzeria, if I'm not wrong. Did you do
Yeah.
that straight away?
Yeah, well, even during that time, because this was sort of like a weekend slash evening course, so I had all day long to do things. So when I first got there, my what was the story? Let's see if I remember. Mm,
What was the story?
sorry.
No, I just found it funny that you said, what was the story? I just found it amusing.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know we were going to talk about this, so I didn't prepare. Otherwise, I would have asked Alfredo or Nikki. They have much better memory about my life than I do,
Yeah.
chronologically. Anyway, yeah, I was working menial jobs. Well, menial jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I was working jobs. I started working in, I think it was a pizzeria, Deep Pizza Co. in Kingston upon Thames, as a pizza chef, or a,
Yeah.
a pizza maker, we used to call it back in the day, or just a cook. Nowadays they glorify these things. I was making pizzas and salads all day long, basically.
Yeah.
At the same time, or sometime in between, I started working in the body shop,
Mm-hmm.
in a shopping center as well, in the Bentel Center in Kingston upon Thames. There, I was working in the stockroom, not in the floor. I never do that. Selling cosmetics, but I was basically managing the stock. I was the stock manager in there,
Yeah.
and I ended up working in a nightclub as well.
Yeah.
So I was
Where
doing
with Fred, where he was
exactly, yeah,
the
with Fred.
manager
Yeah,
of various nightclubs.
he was working there, and eventually I needed more money, more and more money, so I ended up working with him as well.
Fair enough.
And I did that I was doing all those three jobs in and out, for the 3.5 years, for the almost 4 years I was there.
Okay. And overall, now with hindsight and looking back,
Hmm.
you would say that you had a positive experience and you enjoyed your time there, no?
It was by far the most formative. They were the most formative years of my life.
Okay.
The reason I am the way I am now is because I went to England. I can say that without a single doubt. Were they the best of years of my life? They were both the best and by far the worst as well. I was, because I was this. I started living this confusion whether my life was going to be a life of art and rock stardom, or basically that's what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
When I started realizing that maybe that wasn't the life that I had to, I wasn't predestined or destined to follow that path. I started questioning everything, which was, well, what the hell am I doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Literally, like, why am I in the world? And in that sense, England didn't help. The murkiness of the weather, the people, only helped me, bring me down more and more into my abyss. But at the same time, it helped me,
Mm-hmm.
because I started falling into myself and thinking all these thoughts. Those thoughts actually helped me shape the person I am now. So it's kind of weird. They were the worst and the best times of my life. I was fully independent. Eventually, I broke up with my girlfriend, which means that I was, for the first time in my life, 100% alone, owner of my life, and I love that. But at the same time, in the UK, or at that time anyway, I'm assuming it's the same now, if you wanted to do things, you needed money, and if you wanted to have money, you needed to work, and you needed to dedicate your time to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to work. I wanted to become an artist. At the same time,
Yeah.
I also had my band, and we were playing gigs. It was weird. It was a weird time, but it was great. I wouldn't change it for my life. I know what I should have done, which I didn't do.
Which
But
is?
then, quit all those 3 part-time jobs and get a full-time job, or accept the promotions I was offered, which I always turned down.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have accepted those promotions, I would have had more money, and maybe I would have had more freedom to do things, and maybe I would have not come back to Spain.